Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Christine and I'm here to help you expand your consciousness, help you fully realize your true authentic self and tap into the spiritual guidance that is within and around you. And in today's video, I want to share with you 6 signs that your spirit guides are using to communicate with you. These may be subtle signs or some of them may be a little bit more intense and dramatic, but nonetheless, these are all signs that spirits will use to communicate with you. Before we get started though, remember to click subscribe and the bell notification button so you don't miss any future videos on expansion and spirituality. Without further ado, let's just jump right into the video. So the first sign that your spirit guides are communicating with you is that they're actually directing your path. And they're giving you nudges, little signals to help you navigate your way through life just a little bit easier and to help you move down a path that's more connected with your soul and your true purpose. And by doing this, most likely you're going to start become more interested in the spiritual world. You're going to start opening your mind up to perceiving new realities, new dimensions, new perspectives, and basically just opening up to spirituality. And if you're the type of person that was once afraid of the paranormal, once afraid of chakras and what all this whole spirituality even means, then once you start become more interested in this topic, that is a signal from your guide directing you down this path because they want to communicate with and they want you to open up this channel of communication with them. If you were once afraid of spirits and connecting with spirit guides, but now you're intrigued and interested in it, and it really is coming from a place of heart, then that's your spirit guides nudging you to go down this path so that you're able to learn how to communicate with them and to notice the signals and the signs that they're giving you. What I mean by this is that you may start getting interested in tarot. You may start getting interested in astrology, in mediumship, and psychic development, and communicating with like spirit guides, or start practicing yoga and meditation. And those are all signs from your spirit guides leading you down this spiritual path that's more connected with your purpose so that you're able to connect with them better and understand the messages that they're giving you. The second sign that your spirit guides are trying to communicate with you is that you start seeing tangible signs. So you may see repeating numbers, repeating animals like birds or dragonflies. Some people see seals all the time or flamingos. Some people see bees, and some other people see dogs or the same names or the same people, the same faces, the same places, the same events, and the same themes as well. So if you hear people talking about freedom like all day, and you read books and it mentions freedom, there's something that your spirit guides are trying to tell you because there's a theme of the word freedom. Or if you keep bumping into the same person and that person reminded you of a friend who had like a brain tumor, right? And then you keep seeing this person and all it reminds you of, this is a friend of my friend who had a brain tumor, and you're not sure why you keep bumping into this person or you keep being reminded of this person, but it could be a signal for you to actually go to the doctor and check yourself out because you may have something that needs medical attention. And these type of things happen all the time. It's just whether we notice the signals or we don't. You may also notice numbers, repeating numbers. So whatever you're thinking at the moment, you may see the same repeating number every time you are in this state of mindset, right? So repeating numbers are very personal. I know some people say that it's more like universal, like number 1 means new beginnings and number 2 kind of means like partnerships and co-creating together and attracting something into your life. But I personally feel like numbers resonate differently with everybody. And so number 1 for me might mean something else for somebody else. But for me, when I see number 1 and number 3 together, that is a definite 100% sign that I know someone new is coming into my life or something. It's definitely an animal or someone new, a person. And number 1 for me basically means new beginning, and number 3 means someone or something is coming into my life. And so 1 and 3 together means someone new or something new is coming into my life, and that's going to be a start or a new beginning. It could be a mentor, it could be an old family friend, it could be a dog, it could be a cat. It doesn't matter, but there are signals that your spirit guides want you to acknowledge. You may also see repeating dates. dates of your anniversary, dates of your father who passed away, dates of a tragic event that has happened in the past, and those are just spirits trying to communicate with you through dates to let you know that they are there. So if your father passed away and you keep seeing the date of his birthday, that means that he's with you and he's trying to communicate with you. So it's important for you to acknowledge that and to open yourself up to communicating with your spirit guides. And if you keep seeing the same animal all the time, that could be your spirit guides as well, because a lot of the times spirit guides show us tangible things for us to comprehend that they're there trying to communicate with you. So again, seeing flamingos all the time is another way. Seeing the same names again is another way. The third sign that your spirit guides are trying to communicate with you is that you actually sense them through your psychic senses, your sixth sense. For example, there was one time where I was just standing in the bathroom washing my face, getting ready, but I had this really intense feeling that there was a presence there with me, but I just couldn't see it yet. And then I kind of was like, I was a little freaked out because this was before I really wanted to develop my psychic ability. And so I sensed the spirit, and so I kind of got freaked out. And so I got ready really quick and ran into the kitchen. When I ran to the kitchen, I felt a little bit better. And then I felt the smack on my head, like legit. I felt like, I don't know what it was, like something just smacked my head so hard, and I kind of was so shocked, and I looked around and there was nothing. My mom was sitting across the room from me. So this spirit that I sensed actually hit my head with their hands or whatever it was that they used to hit my head. There was another time where I was just beginning to meditate, just closing my eyes, getting into the mood, and I started sensing these two spirits in front of me. One was the color red and one was the blue color, and they were just standing by my bed at the end of my bed, and I saw the red color spirit walk towards me and touch my face. And so I actually felt the sensation of a hand touching my face, and so that confirmed to me that what I saw was real. I actually saw it with my clear seeing, my third eye, as well as my clear feeling, which is my clairsentience, my sacral chakra. Spirits will communicate with you through psychic senses, through your intuition as well. The fourth sign that your spirit guides are trying to communicate with you is through your intuition. Your intuition isn't just something that's a coincidence. It's actually a signal for you to actually do whatever it is that the intuition is telling you to do. So example, there was this time where I was working at this spa. And I remember when I was doing, giving rotations, and I gave this this technician a customer where she was doing a manicure and a pedicure. And then later when the technician came to me with the ticket for the checkout, it was only $24. And I was like, what? Why is it only $24? I remember the customer got a pedicure and a full set or a fill, which total up should be about 90 something dollars to $100. But of course, I decided to ignore my intuition and charge the customers $24. Well, it was quite weird because the customer walked out really quick. And so then the technician came up to me and she was like, oh, it was $94. It wasn't $24. But too bad the customer left and ran away so quick I couldn't even catch up with her. And so my intuition was telling me that, something's not right here. Maybe you should double check on this right now. But I decided not to listen to it because I just assumed that maybe I just mistaked this full service for another client. And so we missed out on $74 because of that. But there was this other time where I was picking a fortune cookie. Now, fortune cookies, I never really thought anything about it. I was just like, well, like whichever I pick is meant for me, right? But there was this time where there were only 2 fortune cookies, and I was just like, I'm just gonna pick the one on the left. And as I was reaching for the one on the left, I felt a really strong urge to pick the fortune cookie on the right side. And I was like, nah, I'm not gonna pick the right hand cookie. I'm just gonna pick the left fortune cookie. But then the feeling was so strong that I had to drop the left fortune cookie and get the right fortune cookie. And the fortune cookie said, your business will assume vast proportions. And I felt really happy, felt really excited about it, and I felt that my spirit guides were trying to tell me that this was my fortune cookie, this was my fortune. And so I really connected with that as well. So you can also get into intuition, can really be anything. It's just like this knowing, this feeling within you, this gut feeling, this heart feeling inside of you that is saying that it's helping you navigate your way through life a little bit more. Intuition is just like signals within yourself from your spirit guides to help you navigate your way through life a little bit easier if you decide to listen to it. And intuition can come very subtle, so a lot of people miss on the intuitive knowing. So it's important to acknowledge that so you don't miss on whatever your spirit guides are trying to tell you at that moment. The fifth sign that your spirit guides are trying to communicate with you is through events and traumatic experiences, your circumstances as of now, and they're just trying to let you know that whatever is happening for you right now is meant for you. And so it's not like them trying to put you in a spot of being a victim, but they're just trying to help you become aware of something, aware of your situation. And honestly, it's being aware that really helps you push you out of your comfort zone and into a whole new path. And that's what they're trying to do for you. And it's not always traumatic events or life-changing events, but it can also be very wonderful events as well. Very simple, and some things just, it seems like such a coincidence, but it truly isn't. It's actually divinely planned by your spirit guides. But an example of a traumatic event for you may be that you were abused when you were little. You may have recently went through a very terrible breakup with your karmic partner, or you may have been fired from your job. And all of this is leading you to a whole new different path, because what is meant for you is supposed to come for you. But it's when you start rebelling and you don't want to step out of your comfort zone or go down this new path that was meant for you, that sometimes life-altering events will start happening to you in order for you to step into this whole new path. And that's exactly what happened to me. I was with my boyfriend of 6 years, and then we had a traumatic event and broke up. And then I learned about my purpose through this whole breakup. I learned about my spiritual journey, my spiritual awakening, my connection with my higher self and higher dimensional beings of light and love, connected with my spirit guides, my spirit animals. And I wouldn't have been able to do this if I was still in that relationship, because this whole new path was meant for me after the breakup. And a wonderful event that I could say was that after the breakup, I actually got 3 dogs. And these 3 dogs are wonderful beings that came into my life because my spirit guides already planned this. Before I even manifest into this world, my spirit guides and myself and my animals, my 3 dogs, planned this meeting. We had a soul contract in the spiritual side, on the spiritual side, before even manifesting into this physical world, because that was just a contract that we were here to teach each other something, that we were here to help each other evolve. So even through traumatic and life-altering events, you are going to experience a lot of beautiful things as well. And the beautiful things are there for you, and it was meant for you, and your spirit guides planned it for you. And so don't forget that everything that may seem bad is actually good for you. The 6th sign that your spirit guides are trying to communicate with you is that you will start having daydreams. You'll start having more vivid dreams, lucid dreams as well as astral projection, out-of-body experiences, as well as sleep paralysis. And a lot of the times when we're unconscious in our dream state, we're actually experiencing things in the spiritual realm that our physical body cannot. As a spiritual being, you may start like traveling to other dimensions and learning your lessons, releasing yourself of karmic ties or karmic struggles. You may be receiving information from your spirit guides, and just information that's going to help you evolve as a soul and help you understand yourself better. You may find answers to the problems that you are dealing with at the moment as well. So the dream state is a way for you to tap into your subconscious mind, which is linked to your dreams, and your dreams linked to the spiritual realm. We're just so logical sometimes. Like as human beings, we're very logical and we're very practical, and sometimes that block us from understanding what our spirit guides are trying to say, from acknowledging and noticing the little signs that are happening around us. But if you are listening to all of these signs and you notice some of these signs, then remember to keep your eyes out for them, because these are signs of your spirit guides trying to communicate with you. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and if you do, remember to click like and remember to subscribe if you haven't already. You can also leave a comment below and let me know what signs your spirit guides give you for you to notice that they're there with you. And let me know which of these signs resonate with you as well. You can also visit my website spirittarotguide.com to learn more about spirituality. And I'm also a tarot reader as well, so you can book a tarot reading with me on spirittarotguide.com. Until next time, guys, I'll see you next time.